You really don't have to. I'm fine, she said softly, her arms full of grocery bags, voice gentle but firm. But before she could adjust her grip, one of the bags began to slip, and he was already there. Private Cole Henderson, tomb guard at Arlington, caught it mid-fall with silent precision. "Ma'am," he said, standing tall in his sharply pressed uniform, "you're not walking all that way alone." She gave him a small, appreciative smile, elegant, controlled, the kind of grace that doesn't ask for help, but doesn't refuse it either. Her tight-fitted red shirt clung to her with striking contrast, her poise radiating something quietly powerful. She moved like someone used to carrying invisible weight, someone who had learned to walk through life as both armor and art. They walked together through the solemn perimeter of Arlington, past rows of white stone and restless memory. Cole was trained to move without sound, but now he found himself listening, to the shuffle of her steps, the careful stillness between them. Something about her felt different, too composed, too knowing. He glanced at her and finally asked, "You visiting someone?" She nodded slowly. "In a way." He didn't press. Most people here didn't want to share their stories, but something gnawed at him. Her face stirred something deep in his memory, like a name forgotten but once etched in stone. They stopped near a small rise. She turned and gently lowered the bags. "This is me," she said simply. Cole looked toward the nearest headstone and felt the air vanish from his lungs. General Marcus R. Vale, United States Army. The name didn't just ring a bell, it thundered. General Vale was a legend, a battlefield tactician and a decorated war hero whose leadership had once saved hundreds. Revered, untouchable. "You're General Vale's daughter?" Cole asked, voice unsteady. She nodded, brushing a strand of dark hair from her face, revealing a small gold pin at her collar, an eagle engraved into the center. "My father brought me here every Sunday," she said, "rain or shine. He'd stand with me in front of the tomb, hand on my shoulder, and tell me what it meant to protect the nameless. How silence could speak louder than bullets ever could." Cole stared at her, his pulse pounding. I, "I've guarded that tomb," he whispered. She turned fully now, eyes meeting his with surprising warmth. "I know," she said softly. "That's why I let you carry the bags." His breath caught. "I've watched you," she continued, "on quiet days. When the crowds are gone, you move like he did, precise, still, like every step meant something." Cole's face flushed. "I was just doing my duty." Her smile deepened. "Then I hope every soldier does it like you, because the unknowns, they were his brothers. Now they're yours." In that moment, Cole felt the weight of his role like never before, not as a performance of honor, but as inheritance. He looked at the grocery bags beside him. "What's in there, if you don't mind me asking?" She knelt and pulled out a bouquet, red, white, and blue carnations, simple, humble, deliberate. "I bring them every week, one for him," she said, nodding toward the headstone, "and one for the soldiers without a name." Without waiting, she stepped forward and laid the first bouquet gently at her father's grave. Then, without a word, she turned and began walking toward the tomb of the unknown soldier. Cole followed, silent. She stood at the base of the marble structure, her presence blending into the stillness, yet shining through it. "I was raised by the quiet," she said softly. "That kind of silence changes you." Cole stood beside her, suddenly understanding what words alone never could. "I guard it, but I don't think I ever understood it. Until now." She looked at him, her gaze soft but unshakable. "Then today you carried more than groceries." And with that, she turned and walked away, the breeze catching the hem of her red shirt like a flame drifting through history. Cole remained motionless, rooted in something far deeper than duty. He turned back to the tomb. It hadn't changed, but it felt reborn. If you're watching silently, this is your moment. Comment your city or country and join the conversation. Tap like, share this story, and subscribe for weekly inspiration.